Hey everybody, welcome back to Andyland. It's your girl Andy. It is day 4 of our Valentine's Day countdown. If you missed day 1, 2, or 3, I will put the link to the playlist up in the corner. And I decided to do this beautiful purple look for you guys today. I mean, it's everything. So I'm also doing this countdown on my other socials, so head to my Instagram and TikTok for some comic relief. If you would like to see how I got this look, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos, and keep watching. Hey, I'm having fun throughout this video with y'all, so excuse my goofiness. But we're going to start how we always start, with the NYX Brow Glue. I mean, there's really no other product out there that does what this does for me. So I'm going to run that through my brows to prep them before I go ahead and moisturize, because I did not moisturize today. So this is the Pond's moisturizer. I absolutely love this stuff. I have oily skin, so this is the normal to oily Pond's. They stopped selling it at my Target, so I've been getting this from Walgreens. Up next is my new favorite product, my Ruby Kisses eyebrow pencil. So I'm gonna use that to fill in my brows. It's in the shade dark brown. Clean up my brows, I'm going with the Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C13. This shade is close to my skin tone. I only really clean up the underside of my brows and then take a brush to blend out that concealer so it's not super harsh and noticeable. To prime my lids, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Tan Walnut. Just going to blend that out, make it nice and even to get ready for my eyeshadow. But now, look at my brows. That pencil is literally like life-changing. My brows are immaculate. Talk to me nice. Alright, so the first palette we're using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina collab. Auntie Jackie came through with this collab. So the first shade I'm taking is Pinker. It's like a deeper pink, not quite purple, but yeah. So I'm taking it to my crease and blending it out towards my eyebrow. I definitely want to use this as my transition shade today, so it'll help the other colors blend together. Now I'm going to take the shade Big Wig, which is that really deep purple, and I'm going to put that onto my crease, kind of focusing it on the outer corner, and not necessarily taking it all the way into the inner corner, but most of the way, and then blending that out into the first shade that I put on. Then I'm going back in with that first shade just to blend out the edges of Big Wig and make sure it's not super harsh. Next, I'm going into the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette. I'm taking this pink and I'm blending it into Big Wig on the lid just for an added transition. I'm taking the NYX Glitter Primer onto the back of my hand, and I'm going to use that and pat that all over my lid space to get ready to apply my lid shade. I didn't want to do like a traditional cut crease, and this really helps make sure my shimmer shades pop. Before I go in with shimmer, I'm going back into the purple big wig just to blend out the edges of the glitter primer that I put on. Now I'm going all over where I put the glitter primer with this shimmery purple called Shookington, because you know Auntie Jackie gotta come with the phrases, okay? So I'm gonna take that all over my lid and blend it into the colors that I have on already. So you'll see me going back and forth with brushes. This is just mainly to make sure that everything is nicely blended and doesn't look patchy or anything like that. I'm going to do a wing using the Epic Ink Liner from NYX in black. So first, you start at the outer corner of your eye, make a triangle. I'm going to connect the triangle to my inner corner and then fill the triangle in. So take your time, breathe, because I know a lot of people be holding their breath when they do eyeliner. It's okay to make mistakes. You can always clean it up on the outer end with concealer, especially if it's not as sharp as you want it. But really, this is putting the easiest way for me to do my liner. Triangle, fill it in. Alright, so now I'm gonna clean up some of the shadow in my liner using this Sephora makeup remover and a Q-tip, and then I'm gonna go in after that with my Neutrogena wipes to get any fallout that fell on my face. So the Q-tip was more for precision, so I wasn't actually messing up my liner. I'm going in with the Milk primer, the Hydro Grip primer. Best primer ever, at me. We can fight about it. But I purposely waited so I wouldn't have fallout in my primer. And oh, boom, look at the edges. You see them. I'm going to spray my face with the Milk Makeup Hydro Setting Spray. And then I'm going to set around my mouth and nose with the Laura Mercier Deep Translucent Powder. Today's foundation is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Foundation in 40C. My new love. Like, I love how this foundation feels, how it looks, and I don't even need that much. Like, that, like, pump and a half that I just put on my face is pretty much it. And it looks flawless every time. Every time. Like, every time. After using a brush, I always go over everything with a damp sponge. This sponge is the Morphe sponge, and I'm just dabbing away any brush strokes and making sure that my complexion is even. Now to spray my face, I cannot talk today, with the Benefit Professional Super Setter spray, and then of course pat it in with my brush afterward. To conceal, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 410. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I didn't really go too far up under my eyes with my foundation. That's because I didn't really want to put too much product there, and I knew the concealer was going to help just cover any dark circles and blemishes that I might be having. And then I'm going to blend this in with a brush from Real Techniques. Once I blend my concealer out, I take my foundation brush and go over the edges. Sometimes the concealer lines can be a little harsh, and this helps to tone them down. And then I also go over it with my sponge, of course, because I want to try to erase the brush lines. So first concealer I'm using to highlight is the Makeup Revolution concealer in C12. Then I'm going to take the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Honey right underneath that. And while these two concealers sit to get a little tacky for more coverage, I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place foundation stick in Katsina and use that to contour. I'm blending this out using a flat top brush. When it comes to blending out your contour on your cheeks, you definitely want to start blending upwards, not dragging it down. So you want to blend up towards your eye. That just gives your face the lifted look that you want. I'm blending in my nose contour using a smaller brush. I'm making sure that I'm blending up into my eyebrow. That helps kind of blend the contour. I feel like a lot of people have problems with nose contour, and it's literally just because of the amount of blending that it takes to make sure that you don't look crazy. So blend away, darling, blend away. I'm using the Morphe Fun. See, I really can't talk today. This is a problem. I'm using the Morphe sponge to help blend out my highlight, and it was looking flawless if I do say so myself. It was light and I did want it light, so don't try to come for me. It's okay to go light when you know how to blend, okay? I'm not trying to go for ghost eyes, and you will see that at the end. I mean, you saw it in the beginning. So trust the process, guys. Trust it. I'm doing an extra blend using my foundation brush, especially because I went so light. I wanted to make sure that the lines where the contour meets the highlight were seamless before I set my face with powder. I'm going to spray with the Urban Decay All Nighter spray and pat that in as well using the same brush. And I got some in my eye. I don't know what I was trying to look at, but that really burned, so I would not recommend. I'm setting my face with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in Blondie, and the reason I like this Morphe sponge is because of that flat angled edge. It helps make sure you chisel your nose great and helps you to get right underneath your eye. I'm pressing this powder in, I'm not letting it sit. And before I went under the under eye, I realized that I had a little bit of creasing, so I just blended that out really quickly and then went ahead and set. You don't want to set crease lines because they will stay there. So if you notice that you're creasing at all, make sure you blend it out before you set with powder. I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in Deep 56. This just brings some color back into my face at the same time, making sure that the entire face is smooth and set. Here I am being goofy again. If I'm ever late, this is technically why, because my behind don't know how to focus and just get stuff done. I'm going to bake my face with the Laura Mercier setting powder in Honey. And I'm taking that same Morphe sponge, chiseling out my nose first, and then putting the powder around my nose, underneath my eye, around my mouth, and down the bridge of my nose. I'm going in with the Fenty Sunstalk'r bronzer in the shade Coco Naughty, taking this angled Japanese brush and placing that on all the areas where I applied my contour. So my cheekbones, jawline, forehead, the huge. For blush, I'm using the Juvia's Place Saharan Volume 2 Blush Palette. I'm taking the shade Lena, that pinky shade, and just applying that to my cheeks right above where I put the bronzer and onto the tippy tip of my nose. Just look how cute. I love that blush palette. It is so beautiful. And then I'm going to use the Coco bronzer to define my nose contour.
Excel on the track.
I'm going in with the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. I'm going to apply that to my lashes and try to straighten those curly boys out so I can have them ready for when I put on my falsies. Next, I'm going in with the NYX Filler Instinct gloss. It's a plumping gloss just to kind of plump up and prep my lips a little bit so they can be nice and smooth or whatever.
Who bad? You bad. You bad. You bad. I mean, you bad. You, ooh. Alright, carry on. Okay, not me being Beyonce world stop, but you know. Alright, bye.
Alright, I'm gonna put my lashes on and be back.
Y'all thought she was bad before. Y'all, oh, you thought I was bad before. Baby, you thought. Y'all, these lashes are freaking everything. Alright, back to voiceover. Bye.
For my lower lash line, I'm going back into the Jackie Aina palette, and I'm taking Big Wig first and putting that on my lower lash line, the entire lash line, blending it in. Then I'm going to blend the outer edge of that with the shade Pinker. Basically, again, just reversing the order that I had put it on my lids. I'm taking this white liner from NYX and I'm placing that in my waterline. Sorry, I couldn't really get a great angle because my mirror is down there and I need two hands in order to do this, so yeah. Taking my mascara, I'm using that on my lower lashes. Just, you know, the little bit of oomph that it needs. And then I'm going to dust away what's left of my bake, patting and dusting using my powder brush. Whew! Before I go in and do my lips, I'm going to spray my face with the Benefit Cosmetics Professional Super Setter again. I know it seems like I spray my face a lot, and I do, because I've learned that that's literally what keeps my face intact, and I do not like having to touch up. I don't like having my face shifting or looking a mess when I'm trying to take pictures or out with my friends, so spraying my face multiple times is how I've learned to make sure it stays in place. For lips today, I'm going in with my KKW liner in Nude 3. My liner is getting smaller and KKW Beauty is still not back, so I might have to go put this liner up in the vault until she comes back out and I can buy liners again, because this is not okay. I actually really love this liner. I'm going in with the Juvia's Place lipstick in the shade Chic. I'm just going to mum and make sure that blends in with my liner. Then I'm taking the NYX Suede lipstick in the shade Violet Smoke, and I'm putting a little bit of that in the center. I've tried to use this on its own before and it kind of went crazy, so I have to use it with another lipstick in order for me not to look insane. Spraying my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and I'm going to pat that in, not the entire way. That way I can put on my highlighter. I like to put my highlighter on when my face is still a little bit wet. It kind of blends in easier. I'm taking the Fenty Beauty highlighter in Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule, and I'm making an exclamation point on my nose. I'm not just drawing a straight line. This helps with definition, and I look cute. So as I'm looking at my face, I'm like, you're missing something. So I went back into the Jackie Aina palette and I took the shade Soleil, and I put that right into the inner corner and it was just what the look was needing. It was missing that. It was missing that. I'm going to spray my face one final time with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and I'm going to let that air dry and come back as the baddie I was meant to be. Alright guys, so this is the final look. What do you guys think? Don't forget to like this video and comment down below. Tell me your favorite thing about Valentine's Day, or the thing you like the least about Valentine's Day, I guess. Purple looks are always my favorite to create. They always come out on point. All the products I used on my face will be in the description box below. I'm really enjoying this Valentine's Day series. I can't believe we're 4 days into this countdown already. If you have missed any of the videos in the countdown, be sure to hit the link in the corner. That way you can get all caught up. I hope you guys enjoy this look. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Like this video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the other videos in this series, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.